The story of Journey to the West begins with the concept of nature's creation in the land of Dongsheng. There's a mountain called Huaguoshan. It is filled with spiritual energy, abundant and powerful. With a loud bang, a stone on the mountain cracks open, but instead of a monkey, a stone egg appears. The wind blows, and the egg slowly transforms into a stone monkey. Upon its birth, the monkey looks up, and beams of golden light shoot from its eyes, reaching the heavens. The light catches the attention of a deity in the sky, known as the Jade Emperor. The Jade Emperor raised his hand, blocking the golden light, and called out, "Thousand my lies! Wind-hearing ears, go see what's causing this." The two deities rushed out, checked from the south heavenly gate, and quickly returned to report. Hearing this, the Jade Emperor in his compassion said, "It's just a being born from the essence of heaven and earth, nothing to worry about." Meanwhile, the stone monkey had already explored Huaguo Mountain and found a group of talking monkeys. Curious, he asked, "Where does this water come from?" They followed the stream until they reached a majestic waterfall. The monkeys discussed, "Whoever can dive into the waterfall and return will be our king." Just then, a stone monkey shouted, "Let me go." With a leap, he jumped into the waterfall. Opening his eyes, he found a still place with an iron bridge and stone houses, as if someone had lived there. In the center stood a stone tablet that read, "Huaguo Mountain, Blessed Land, Water Chain Cave." Ignoring everything else, the stone monkey hurried back and jumped out of the waterfall, saying to the other monkeys, "What a great place. Let's move here to avoid the wrath of the heavens." The monkeys cheered, shouting, "Great king, reign in this wonderful land." Proudly, the stone monkey dropped the stone from his name and called himself the Monkey King. In the blink of an eye, 300 to 500 years passed, and the beautiful Monkey King began to feel sadness. He asked, "Will I die?" Just then, a northern ape jumped out, saying, "Great king, your worries show your enlightened mind. Only Buddhas, immortals, and deities can escape reincarnation, and they dwell only in the human world of South Shuns, who in the mystical mountains." "To the human world and the immortal mountains," declared the Monkey King as he set off. He traveled by water, riding the southeastern winds to Nanjian, the land of humans. Upon landing, he startled the locals who scattered in fear. Noticing everyone wore cloth but no one discarded any, he grabbed a slow-moving person, stripped him of his clothes and wore them himself. From that day on, the monkey learned to speak like humans and dressed accordingly, blending into the streets for 7 or 8 years. The Monkey King pulled back, finding the human world boring. People chased fame and fortune, but none valued life. They rushed after titles and power, yet none paused to reflect. "What's the point?" he thought. Disappointed, he left. The Monkey King journeyed through Nanjian, thinking, "If humans aren't enough, I'll find the immortals." He sailed to Xinyu, where the mountains were beautiful and forests deep. Along the way, he heard a villager singing about immortals. "I've found it," he thought. The villager said, "Follow the path, and you'll find the Lingtai Mountain. Within is the cave of the crescent moon and 3 stars, where Master Puti takes disciples." "Hurry!" The Monkey King, delighted, headed toward the mountain. After a few miles, he stood before a stone tablet that read, "Lingtai Mountain, Crescent Moon, and 3 Stars Cave." You see, immortal lands always have a sense of mystery. Back to the Monkey King, when he entered the cave, he immediately bowed countless times, calling out "Master" continuously. Master Bodhi asked, "What is your surname?" The Monkey King replied, "I have no surname. If scolded, I won't retaliate if hit." Such polite words. But he misunderstood the question, as the master meant his family name, not a trait. Since the Monkey King had no parents, he had no surname. Master Bodhi pondered and said, "You were born from heaven and earth, so let's name you Sun." I'll call you Sun Wukong, Awakener of Emptiness." Thus, the Monkey King, now named Sun Wukong, began his journey of cultivation. After 7 years of chores, Master Bodhi asked, "Wukong, what do you want to learn?" Wukong replied, "I will learn whatever Master teaches." Master said, "All right, I'll teach you the art of divination. It will help avoid misfortune." "But can it grant immortality?" Wukong eagerly asked. "No, it cannot," said the master. "Then I won't learn it." "What about the art of language? Can it grant immortality?" "No," replied the master. Master Bodhi then tapped Wukong's head 3 times and walked away. His fellow disciples were furious, complaining about Wukong's attitude and disrespect. Late that night, Wukong entered Master Bodhi's room and knelt silently by his sleeping master. Soon, the master murmured a mantra, imparting his teachings. The master struck him 3 times to remind him to stay alert at midnight. Turning his back and returning to his room signified that he should enter through the back door to receive secret teachings. Wukong understood and responded, "Master, I'm here." Delighted by Wukong's comprehension, Master Bodhi said, "You have the fortune to learn. Come closer and listen carefully. I will share with you the profound mysteries." With the essence revealed, Wukong grasped the secrets of immortality and deeply bowed in gratitude to his master. 3 years later, the master gave another lesson and advised Wukong, "Longevity is an extraordinary path, seizing the wonders of heaven and earth, concealing the mysteries of the sun and moon. Naturally, the spirits cannot tolerate this. You must be wary of the 3 disasters. Every 500 years, calamities of thunder, fire, and wind will come, and one will face 9 tribulations." Wukong asked, "How can I protect my life?" The master presented his ultimate teachings, the Qigong to 36 transformations, while the Disha to 70 transformations. Wukong, seeing the power in numbers, chose the 70 transformations of the Disha. Wukong, perceptive as ever, quickly mastered the techniques and cheerfully told the master, "I can now soar through the clouds." The master smiled. "Show me." Wukong leapt into the air, rising several zhen and covering 3 miles back and forth. The master laughed. "That's not flying. You're just crawling. Most deities fly gracefully, but you jump around like a monkey." Embracing Wukong's style, the master taught him the somersault cloud. One flip can cover 108,000 miles. Wukong was overjoyed with his new skill. Wukong often showcased his skills in front of his fellow disciples, but one day he caught Master Bodhi's attention. Furious, the master emerged and shouted, "How can a cultivator act so foolishly and laugh here?" Seeing Wukong flaunting his 70 transformations, Master Bodhi dismissed everyone except him and said, "What are you showing off for? If others have what you desire, will you not seek it? If they see your abilities, won't they come after you? You must either give or face consequences. I won't blame you, but return to where you came from." Overwhelmed with emotion, cried out, expressing his gratitude to his master and his reluctance to leave. But Bodhi replied, "There's no obligation here. Just don't bring trouble to me. You will cause mischief. And if you claim to be my disciple while doing so, I will destroy you. Now go."